YouTube. I was using this last night. This is my Vantage Avenger av325, I think. I can't remember. It's a 325, a 315. I think the 315 has 3 single coils in it, maybe. Yeah, so what an awful good guitar this is. I basically looked this out because the paint job, which, I mean, it's not showing up. You see how sparkly it is? It's a stunner with matching headstock, which you obviously, by putting it in the shadows, you can't see, but yeah, quite an interesting headstock. That kind of got a sort of slopey bit on it. Quite like it. Vantage were, well, this one's Japanese, 1982. They started off, as far as I'm aware, as they did sort of like Washburn Wings looking guitars from the Matsumoku, and then they moved to Chushin, still in Japan, same as what Washburn became. Chushin is where became Jackson's, is what they made. So there's some heritage in this from Jackson and from Matsumoku. They also kept going. You get the company Vantage kept going after that and moved to Korea. And basically, if it's this sort of shape, kind of unique shape, it's probably a Japanese one. There were some left over, but by the time it went to Korea, there was a lot of like a Telecaster or a Strat with this headstock, but just Strat copies and Telecopies, not the same type of thing at all. So we've got a solid brass bridge with brass saddles, just a top loader for tone. Oh yeah, 2 humbuckers, both get coil splits, 2 volumes and 2 tones like a Les Paul does. Maple neck, 25.5-inch scale, brass nut. I'm assuming Goto tuners. There's some remnants of a sticker there, which I could probably get the lighter fluid on, actually. Now to look at it. Maple neck's got a separate fingerboard. This has a very strange neck. It's kind of... The only guitars I've got that are anything like this really are... I've got an Aria Thor sound, which is a Matsumoku guitar, so I'm kind of maybe not so sure about this being Chushin now. And an Aria Laser Electric, which have... They're actually kind of not entirely dissimilar shape, but the neck profiles are like this. It's like Strat scale, but Gibson wide. What I'm really noticing about all these things, 1982, that is when the guitar stuntmen were about. So these guitars do that. Pretty much all the ones I've got. I mean, okay, maybe not so much the Telecaster, the sort of 70s, but once you hit the 80s and the Japanese started making their own designs, they're basically for shredding. People wanting a more technical instrument. I mean, this does more of the shred thing than a Strat or a Tele does. I'll go clean first there. There's a very wide, very flat fingerboard. I'm going to assume it's a 12, but I mean, now I've got my new gauges, I'll be able to see. It might be more than that. I do have all the other... Yeah, I'm going for that with a 12. There's a 12-inch radius. So quite maybe not flat compared to some of the modern guitars, but this is still a modern guitar. Neck back up. Just playing through my orange TH30, that 3x12 cabinet. And there's a Moore. Is it a Moore? A Moore shim reverb pedal on. Both on. I tried to do it. Have a wee jam with this yesterday and I wasn't really getting anywhere. should really warm up. See, we're doing this fast stuff. Maybe not quite yet worked out how to put the fancy stuff into a backing track yet. But these pickups just sound phenomenal. I don't really know what they are, they're just the stock pickups, I assume they're just Gotor ones. The neck pickup's pure creamy. Actually, does it maybe remind me a little bit of what's in my SG? Is it a 498 or something it's called? It seems to have that sort of creamy... exactly what I want for a neck pickup. And I'm going to start buying Elixir strings again because I have not played this guitar I've not bought Elixir strings since I moved into this house, and these strings are still going and they're Elixir and they're alright, so I'm going to start doing that again. It's such an easy guitar to play, this one. The only thing that's put me off a little bit is it doesn't have the contour here, so it kind of sits a bit, actually very much reminds me of my West Tone Concord's a bit like this as well. Something it's a bit sort of presenting itself. But the colour is just 10 out of 10. It's a crazy, not pinky purple, a sort of bluey purple. It looks different depending on what light shine on it. But these are such good guitars. It's like why I've got them. I've had a couple. I had one that was more of a Strat. It wasn't as good as this one though. And I had a Korean one which wasn't anything like as good as this one. But there's something about this, and I like the simple guitars. It's like it's like the anti-Harley Benton. Don't have the baked maple binding branded hardware. I mean, okay, it does have Goto hardware. It's got solid hardware, but not branded. And no binding or anything fancy. It's just a very simple bolt-on. The simplest of bridges. It's just, and then the only thing fancy about this is the fact that it's been painted purple, which just makes it awesome. I'd rather have this one in purple than the most expensive one in black or white. Quite good. Don't see even many vantages over here. There's so many models. I mean, they obviously weren't made in very big runs, but if you look up someone's made like a fan website and it shows you all the models they've got that are just variations of this. So I think they were made in very small batches, so you get hugely different ones that are just get every single pickup combination you can imagine, with trems, without trems, all basically kind of starting off with the same thing, I think. But I mean, sustaining this thing is ridiculous. And obviously you need a set neck for sustain, and mahogany, and you need some switch cleaner for the. That's why I keep. This just did it there. There's this strap gets stuck like that, and then at some point it goes. Oh, and I keep feeling it. That's when you get that moment where you just go, oh, and you kind of tense up. You think the guitar's fall off the strap. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit carried away. This is a really good guitar though. Yeah, so I've been cheating. I'm actually using a sustainer pedal. I'm not, no. But doesn't it sound like I'm using a sustainer pedal? I mean, what's that music? I think I'll play all the wrong notes but make it funny. So what we're going for? Are we going for high powered pickups or low powered output pickups, or in the middle? There's something, I'm not sure exactly, are they ceramic? You seem to have a very bitey bass pickup now. Yeah, it totally sounds like Angus's SG, doesn't it? That's a great song. I'm getting to that annoying guy in the guitar shop. Obviously, I'm playing jazz keys, which nobody understands. That's why they sound slightly wrong to the untrained ear. I'm not just making shit up. I wanted to put the ask me the question of, and I've managed to fix that pedal, the tuner pedal. It's like, yay, took it to bits and put it together. So I'm just wondering if these are pure ridiculous pickups. I've got a funny feeling they're just going to be like the usual DiMarzio Super Distortions. They're just going to be 7.5, 8K, which is kind of what all of them seem to be. Where's it? I don't think the resistance would work using the wireless system. Wireless systems maybe not as converted to it as I thought it was. It was what have we got? Bridge pickup coming in at 11.4. That's quite a high one, and the neck is 10.8. So it's not the most powerful ones I've come across. That probably puts it in the realms of something. I don't know. So I suppose hot is one. It's more just the character of them. They're very bitey. I don't think. I mean, in clean, kind of. Still, even this as humbuckers, are still got enough clarity to actually sound quite good. And that would be my the three sounds, which you can't actually do, unfortunately. What you can do, I can do it with a blade switch, but I can't do it with like a Les Paul type toggle, where you've got this is your middle sound, which is, you know, both of these coil split. I'm not sure actually which. I didn't fit the coil splits to this, so what ones is it we're getting? We're getting the outer coils. So there we go. It's outer coils in this one. And is it hum cancelling? Did they know about hum cancelling? So it's the outer coils, so sticks to the inside, So no. I see. I knew more than Vantage did at the time. I would have made it so they were hum cancelling in the middle position. But hey, it gets you. And then the other two would have would be bridge humbucker and neck humbucker. But the neck single coil does have a bit of a very stratty sound, isn't it? I suppose with this one actually, because I've got individual coil splits, I can have humbucker in the bridge and single coil in the neck. This is also 10s. I think I might go back to 10s. Maybe I quite like them. In some ways you would think that lighter strings are easier to play, but no, lighter strings you need to be more delicate, and I'm a bit of a brute, so having a bit more fight gives me some. I don't need to be as dainty, because I'm a bass player. Don't do dainty. I'm trying to get faster at doing a sort of similar pattern, but I don't want to play the same pattern all the time. I'm getting better at just targeting notes, even if they're wrong. I don't know which ones are right, but. Sorry, I'm just playing away. That's a really good guitar. It's very ooh. Sorry.